High school basketball coverage in high definition, live on VTV6. Live coverage from VTV, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Strata Networks, The Advisor Group, Pilot Logistics, and Moon Lake Electric. VTV, your life in HD.
Welcome to Union High School. I'm John Nerdin, and with me is Braxton Nelson. We have a great matchup tonight between Uintah Utes and the Union Cougars. You know, Braxton, this is your first time up here in the booth. Had a couple of chances down on the floor, but you're excited about this game, I'll bet you.
Man, I'm excited. It's a better view up here, that's for sure. You can see everything that's going on. It's cool to be up here with you.
No, and you get the replays. It's quite fun. So Braxton, a former Union Cougar. John Nerdin, I've been a former Uintah coach, so we'll have a little rivalry in the booth today, and a little rivalry on the floor and in the stands.
I know, it's exciting to be able to be on your team this time, though.
Absolutely. What a great night. This game is streaming live at www.strata.tv and will be rebroadcast on VTV Channel 6 and in high definition on cable Channel 706. Visit our website, vtvchannel6.com, for the season's broadcast schedule and coverage details. So tonight, let's talk about the starting lineups. Let's start with the away team. The starting lineup tonight is going to be number 10, Brady McNamara, number 5, Jerry Bettis, number 14, John Parker, number 22, Jordan Cushing, and number 23, Max Mansfield. They start 4 seniors, and they're out one of their starters. Hayden Bunderson has been a starter. You probably played against a Bunderson or two. They kind of have a group of them there, and you know,
good athletes.
Yes, they are, and Hayden's been a valuable part, and they've been without him a while now. But he's dressed tonight. He might get a few minutes in.
Good.
So that'll be an interesting thing to see how the Utes respond to getting one of their leaders back, and you know, how the Cougars respond to having him a little injured.
I know. I bet you the Cougars are actually probably kind of grateful that he's out.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to play, but they want to win with the full strength of Uintah. So, all right, let's take a look at the home starting lineup for the Union.
Union, you have Trevor Allred and Ty Winterton, number 11, Weston Horricks, number 20, Ty Gilman, number 32, and Austin Stewart, number 41. You know, they're not all seniors, but I don't see. I'm being gone for 2 years. I don't know all of them very well.
Absolutely. So we have a few keys to the game. You know, we have first the keys for Uintah: limit the second chance points, the offensive execution, and the defensive communication. You know, they really have to communicate defensively, or Union's going to take over. And as you saw there was defensive intensity from the Union team, and then contest all shots outside. You know, get outside and don't let them have anything, and then box out. Don't just give up the rebounds. Actually, put a butt on somebody and get a ball.
Yep, I was able to talk to Coach, and that's one thing, big thing he said. One opportunity for them to score. They need to get their box out.
So we're going to take just a minute here while we have the national anthem and hear a word from our sponsors.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on, and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Hey Uintah Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you, and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Almost everyone suffers a broken bone or fracture at one time during their life. Taking care of your fracture will ensure that it heals quickly and without any long-term effects. Follow your physician's instructions carefully. Take time off your usual activities and give the bone time to heal. Don't delay treatment. Some fractures are subtle and can only be seen on an X-ray or CT scan. For more information on fracture care, visit our website at www.ashleyregional.com.
My name is Danelle Thacker, and I'm from Bluebell, Utah. A company like Strata Networks means so much for a community like ours. I think it brings us all together as a closer community, and they've also helped me with so many things in my life. I love the fact that I have 4G on my phone, and when I'm going away on my sports trips and I know I have college deadlines, I can just pull out my phone and submit my homework online because it's reliable. I've never had a problem. This scholarship means so much to me. It shows that what I was able to achieve in high school actually does matter, and it can help me achieve my goals. I've always had a goal of becoming independent in college and being able to pay for that myself, and that really helps me achieve that goal. I was so thrilled to hear that I got this scholarship. I was actually at a track meet when I got the phone call from my dad, and he told me I had a letter from Strata, and I couldn't wait till I got home, so I had him open it for me, and he read it to me over the phone. And when he told me, I was jumping up and down. I was so excited, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but I didn't care because I knew I'd achieved my dream.
All right, welcome back to Union High School. We're about to get the starting lineup, and we're getting the starting band. It's real nice to sit up here next to the band and hear the drummers just beat on it for us.
Yeah, it's a lot louder up here.
It is. So let's take a look at a couple of key players. First, Jordan Cushing for Uintah. He's 6'4", leads the state in 3A in steals. Great scorer, great rebounder, and look for him to try to dunk it tonight. And here we go with a nice highlight of him dunking it.
Look at that.
And you know, he can shoot the three-pointer too, so he's a real threat. He's the real deal in a basketball game. And
being, what was he, 6'6"?
He's 6'4".
6'4", and being able to move like that, that's tough.
Yeah, so that's always fun. And then, you know, the highlight for the Union Cougars is Brady Nelson. He's a senior, and he plays the six-man role for their team. He scores the most points. He's one of the leaders in 3A altogether.
Actually, Brady's starting tonight looking down there.
Maybe he is. So, you know, he scored some big points in games, and looks like a last-minute change in the scoring, or the lineup, and he is going to start. I do see another change in the lineup for the Utes as well. It looks like Mason Harris is going to start ahead of John Parker. John Parker being that freshman, Mason being that 6'5" kid to try to handle Austin. You know, Austin's such a big presence underneath. You know, he's got great post moves. What do you think of his play, Braxton?
Man, I tell you, he's just good with his feet. Feet works very strong. It's going to be a good game. I'm excited, man. The crowd it's full. The gym is packed on a Tuesday night.
Absolutely. The kids are anxious. You know, you just do better in school when you come to activities like that and you support your school. And then we're getting a look at Coach Mansfield. You know, there's his son right next to him, Max Mansfield, and that's always a challenge as a coach to coach your own son. But Max is a real good player, and looks like he's going to take the jump today. Both centers are 6'4", and look to see that battle inside. They'll both hit their post players a lot tonight.
That'd be good. That's something I mean, as a point guard too, you really in this high school, when you got athletic kids like they are looking for them, I think that'll be key to their game. Absolutely.
There's Coach Paul Moss leading them out today, his first year. Coach Mansfield, he had his 100th win a few games ago, so he's been around a while. So we'll see how they battle each other. Looks like
you miss being down there?
Looks like Gilman's good. Yeah, absolutely, I miss it. Gilman was jumping and loses it to Max. Max hits it back to Brady McNamara. And looks like they start in a kind of a zone man. Maybe it's a man-to-man, but they drop back, maybe play a little pack line, and it is a man-to-man.
Yep.
As they make their cuts.
Ooh,
it's some pretty good intensity out there right now. Yes, good baseline.
You know, these rival games, I'm excited. They're always fun. It doesn't matter what your record is or anything. They're just close games and tough and intense.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Jordan Cushing came ready to play, it looks like. He strokes that first shot of the game and knocks it in for 3 points. And then they're going to put their little 2-2-1 pressure on. They put that pressure just to slow a team down, and they actually steal that one. Looked like maybe someone went one way and the passer thought he was going the other, because it wasn't that bad of a pass, I don't think.
No, a little misunderstanding right there.
Picks up his dribble and gets a lot of pressure. Max comes clear up to the top to help him.
There he goes down low.
That's Mason Harris with the left-handed shot, and Brady McNamara with the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor getting the ball. That's what he does.
Hey, that's great. Little get up underneath them big guys and get the rebound. They're very patient right off the start with their offense.
Yeah, they're working it. Jordan's not patient. He's feeling it. That was deep.
That was deep.
6-0. And they're going to keep the pressure on. They're not going to take the gas off,
Nope.
One thing about a varsity boys game is you get ahead early and it stays close. You always think it's not going to, but it'll stay close tonight.
Little floater.
That was Ty Winterton with the good effort there to go get that little teardrop floater. If that drops, it brings down the house, and he'll get the next one.
Yep. Comes Uintah back down on the offense.
If I'm Uintah, I'd probably have Jordan shoot again.
Yeah.
From anywhere.
Oh, but he decides to look at unselfish.
Absolutely. Finds Jury Bettis, and Jury gets fouled there. Looked like it was Kyle Hankey. So is Hankey another switch? Did I miss something, or did he start?
I think Hankey did start.
So, we've got a little switch in how they've done that, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. We get this great team here at VTV, and they look to prepare us, and they've done a good job of that, and we'll go ahead and take care of business watching the new players come in.
Yeah.
The Jury misses that free throw. He wants to make every basket, but you're just certainly not going to. We have a sub coming in, number 24, Holden Hullinger. I love his hair.
Yep, we mentioned last game with the fire hair.
You just can't miss him, and he plays with some intensity. It looks like he gets in the weight room a little bit, too.
He does. He looks like a football player out there on the court. Hits the second one.
And again with the 2-2-1 pressure. And that's the way to break it. Go get someone in the middle there, and dang it, that was Weston Horrocks looking to get the ball in the middle, and they're asking the refs to help them out, but they just got to find that guy in the middle and handle the pressure. Yep,
they do. And once they break that pressure, I think they need to get that ball in the middle of the floor. They need to look in there to break it.
They do. They need the ice to break on the rim too. The Utes don't want them to break the ice, but they certainly will. And that'll ease them up a little bit.
Yep.
They're looking to go to Jordan, and then there's a pretty good foul there on Weston Horrocks and Jordan Cushing. Looks like they got Jordan giving him the elbow. And Jordan's pleading his case with the ref, but let's see on our replay as they come around. It's a pretty good battle. I don't know. That's
I think it was actually on 25.
Maybe. Now that probably makes a little more sense, using his butt there a little too much.
Pass. Swinging the ball to Brady. Winterton with the pullback. This offense, if they can be under control and play their own game. Oof.
Ty from a long distance out there looking to hit it. Utes looking to push the ball up, and then they slow it back down.
That's the man to give it to right there.
Oof. And Jordan with the big finish goes right in. Man. 1, 2.
Look how he attacks the rim right here. I mean, he goes up strong. I think he's going to probably try to dunk on him.
He might have been. I don't think so, but the player can do that. Jordan does have the ability to get up and dunk it in traffic. So look for him to really get off. Is that 9 for Jordan?
I think so.
Well, he missed that one, so it's 8 for Jordan, and we made that free throw by Jury. So
that's right.
I was thinking he was going to make that basket, though.
Man, here we go. They're bringing the pressure again. I would keep it with Coach Mansfield right here. It's kind of giving Union a little trouble. They'll figure it out. They'll break it.
They will. And, you can't ever sit back. You got to keep it going. And there is a good hustle, but, he goes down, gets caught in that no man's land as you take it down there.
Yep.
So our game brought to you tonight by L&L Motors. People you know, people who care. Become a fan and like L&L on Facebook and enter to win our drawings. And all of our replays are brought to you by L&L. again, Brady McNamara just getting in there with those rebounds that, just doesn't seem like he should get them.
Nope, you got to box him out and get.
What'd they get there? A little push in the back on Mason. That's, again, that was, what's his name? The kid that came in with the nice hair, Holden?
Holden Hollinger.
Holden Hollinger. He's just undersized there, so he's just putting his hands on him.
Trying to get under. I know what that's like as a little guy. You got to get your advantage by underneath the knees.
You got to use your knee, not your hand on those hips, too.
Yep. There you go. There's your rebound.
That's a good box out. That was Ty Gilman with the good box out. Gilman.
Brady with the strong move. Up and in.
Oh. Boy, and that he went down pretty hard here.
You look for, I think.
Nothing easy from the Utes there. And we're not going to see the finish as he falls, but he went down pretty hard. But he got right back up.
Yep, he's a strong athlete. Brady, I think they'll try to get that. They look for Brady to penetrate, and it kind of gives them a variety in their offense.
Absolutely, and he just needs to knock this basket in, get the ice off for him.
Yep.
And we had a little substitution there. That looks like Kyle Hankey back in for Hollinger. The crowd wants this one bad. And he breaks the ice for him.
That's a good shot. Knock the dust off the rim. And
that's just out of control right there coming back. Mason Harris isn't 6'9" or 10, but Brady thought he was, and then as he comes back, Mason thinks he's about 5'11". He's going to run that guy down. Instead, he runs him over. So it looks like coach is going to switch him out and give him a break. That's his first start of the year, and that's always a little bit nerve-wracking, especially against your rival and their floor. And they go ahead and put John Parker in, the freshman, who's done pretty well. He should do fine with this. He started a bunch of games. So.
That's awesome. They have both this basin have some great athletes.
Absolutely, they build them tough out here.
They do.
Look for somebody to get hot here, and there's your man right there, likely. The defense is just tenacious right now. The Utes just handling that real well. Go ahead, Braxton.
No, I was just going to say that's going to say the same thing. They're up in the passing lanes, as you can see. It's hard to get that ball moving.
Yeah, when they get a touch on it half the time, it's just hard. But there's Brady trying to really break the ice, and Brady McNamara with another rebound. That's third one I count. And good for him to just work to get those things. Again. What is Brady? Maybe 5'9", 5'10". He's just, that's 4 rebounds in 5 minutes and one a minute. Good for him. Great look at our replay on that one. And he just goes back up and earns the foul. And that's the right kid to get a foul on if you're a Ute. Brady Nelson, that's going to hurt the team. 2 early fouls on him. They really need him to get off.
Yeah, they do. They need him to start leading and take that.
Absolutely. So tonight's game is brought to you by the Advisor Group, financial planning, benefits packages, insurance or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet all of your needs. We are the firm of firms. Go see those guys. They're a great bunch. I love those guys. Every one of them there, they care about you, and they run a good business. And Brady with a great finish. Nice hustle. And the crowd goes crazy.
Wow.
They just needed that. That foul was on Jerry Bettis, and he's doing his best not to foul him, and that's always when you get a foul called. And Brady knew that, so he figured I'll just hold it out here to the left and then take it to him.
Take it up strong. That's good. Brady, with these long arms, he's able to kind of do that. As you see, as he jumps, he's able to carry that ball and shift it up there.
Coaches really worked with Brady this year. I see he didn't start some games, and then he's got his 2 early fouls, and he left them in. And maybe I've got that wrong. Maybe there's a foul on somebody else. I don't know, but I believe he has 2, and he's left them in there. And he's gonna just see how he does. It's a growth of his team.
Letting plays. He's a big part of Union's team.
Good for Coach Moss to let that happen. Looks like Hayden Bunderson's in. His first time playing since he broke his ankle and had his appendix out.
Wow.
So you see the brace on his leg, and you see him just, a little. He's going to be a little timid, but he'll quickly get something going.
Now, is he a senior this year?
He is a senior this year. he was the quarterback, and he'll play on the soccer team. And you know, he's a 3-sport athlete, so important kid to get there. And that's a great box out by Hollinger. You know, he went after Brady McNamara and knocked him out of the way and earned the ball for the Cougars.
Man, listen to this crowd. They are just, it is intense.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear them a little bit at home, and they're just not stopping. That's the Union student body. We're sitting up behind them. They want to see a win here. Makes school so much better tomorrow if you win.
It does. And if you're a player and you lose, it makes it a long night.
Yes, it does. And Brady with the ball up at the top. Max Mansfield with the defense and a great spin move in left hand. That's why he's the scorer that he is. He just has the ability to get to the hole and finish. And that's a good little run there, you know, 5-point run. Max swelches it, you know, he's really worked hard on that touch around the rim.
That was pretty right there with the spin move and everything.
Absolutely, and that pressure, now it's a little different press. Looks more like a man-to-man trap. And they're trapping now, and ooh, Jordan gets in there, should have got a foul maybe. But is that Ty? Ty Winterton with the, no, it wasn't Ty, that was Hankey. You know, and that's
good pass.
That's two kids that haven't played together that much, you know. Hayden coming back and John Parker's kind of his replacement while he was gone. I think John's in while Jerry's out with a couple fouls, and that's that zig and zag, you know. If one thinks, you know, go and one thinks hold up, you know, it looks like a bad pass, but it's actually a pretty good pass.
It was. It's a little both on both sides, a little miscommunication. I know how that's like.
Especially being a point guard as you were.
Yep.
And the point guard generally runs the show, you know, and I don't see a true point guard on Union's team this year. There's
really not. Like, it is. Point guard is kind of the quarterback, you know, out on the floor, and right now they both have Ty Winterton, who's kind of been, I guess, the point for him, but he's also kind of a two-man, runs a two. But
there's Austin with a good physical battle against Max Mansfield, and we knew that was going to be a battle to watch. Mm-hmm. So keep your eye on that. That's one foul on Max. I don't think Austin has one.
Yeah, the two bigs down there.
Absolutely.
Now, are they both seniors this year?
I do believe that they are both seniors. I will check. I know Max is a senior and Austin is a junior.
Okay.
So he'll battle for a couple years here and rule the roost next year likely.
Yes.
That's a great steal by Jordan. You know, that's why he leads the state in 3A in stealing. And you know, a stat they didn't keep when I was a kid, but I think it's an important stat. It makes a big difference in a game. Those steals that turn into easy points. And
well, whoever has the most turnovers in a game is usually the one on the end, low points.
Yeah, the turnover ratio is important.
He's so long and big, and he moves well for a 6'4".
Yeah, you think you're going to get it around him, and you just can't. He misses that one, shoots it from the same place as last time, and it's just hard to defend that. You just don't think a guy that size is going to shoot from there.
That's deep.
That was really deep. That's kind of where you used to shoot those, though.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. Nice pass down low.
To Austin, and Austin goes in, and, you know, Max is going to get a foul if he does much more than that, so Austin's using his body well and putting the points in the bucket. It's a 4-point game. We knew it wouldn't just be an early rout, and, you know, it looked like it was, what was it, 9-0, and now it's a little 8-3 run, and it's the Union ball.
You know, there's these rivalry games, anything is possible. It doesn't matter. Coming into it, it's a totally different game.
It always is, especially these two teams, you know, and Union's always going to play tough against Uintah, and that's where the battle is every year.
Yep.
And Ty with the big long runner, trying to get that last second point and end the quarter. Great quarter of basketball. Let's take a break and hear a word from our sponsors that bring us this great production.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Do you have a lot on your mind? Things like life, home, or auto insurance. Investments? Rollovers? Financial planning? How about health insurance? Employee benefits or retirement? Take control of your health and financial future. Go see your hometown experts at the Advisor Group. Call 435-789-9151.
Welcome back to Union High School. I did that earlier in the girls' game. You know, UHS.
There we go.
It's easy to say one and the other, but we're at Union High School with a great rivalry game. It's 8-12. The Utes lead the Cougars, and it looks like we're going to come out with Union with the ball. And we'll see how they go from here. The pressure's still on. Hayden Bunderson again. He's in the game. Has been injured. First minutes he's had in since maybe the first half of the preseason. Look at that, and he takes 2 steps. That was definitely traveling, but maybe they fouled him and they figure there's a trade-off there.
Well, they're passing down. They're trying to look down low to their big guy,
Austin Stewart, and you know, Brady Mattenmare gets foot in there, kicks it out.
The freshman is going to pass the ball in. Up top to Kyle Hankey.
You know, and both teams play a freshman right now, and that's kind of fun to see a talented youth coming. And look at the cuts. That was great cutting from the Union Cougars.
Good ball movement.
They get that down. Max meets Austin at the rim, and then John Parker sticks his hand in there and gets a foul called on it. Here we see on the L&L replay, brought to you by L&L. People you know, people who care. You know, find L&L. They've been a sponsor since the beginning of VTV, and find them on Facebook and like them. Let them know that you're watching the games.
I appreciate that. You know, that's something that you said, that good cuts, Coach. I was able to talk to Coach Moss before the game, and he said that's something they really worked on this week and wanting to do is their cuts and executing their offense.
Absolutely, you know, and the Utes, they need to get back into the offense. That early offense, sometimes from one player, gets everybody lulled into watching him. And if Jordan's not going to score 100 tonight, they got to get someone else playing a few. You know, he scored almost double figures to start the game. So, you know, keep him going, but someone else has got to get on the board. Ooh, looked like he might have traveled there, but
some good D.
Hayden's getting a little penetration. His first shot since he's back. Nice extra effort. That's what he gives you. That's what that kid gives you, is that extra effort, athleticism. And that's a pretty athletic shot there from Jordan. You know, he doesn't go get the contact, which is probably what he should have done. But he almost steals it. Where's his arms coming from?
I tell you, it's like go-go gadget or something, man.
You know, and that's probably a bad foul, but Max doesn't want to give that up easy. You know, the Utes don't want to give an easy layup to tie the game up here at Union.
That's Weston Horrocks with the take-up right there. He's going to shoot 2.
You know, it looks like we're going to get a substitution, too. Probably take Max out with the 2 fouls and let him rest a little. Big Red comes in for him. Trevor Shirtliff. He's a junior this year, and he uses his butt pretty good in basketball. So
boxes him out well, huh?
It's an important piece of the game, and that's what he does.
Weston Horrocks
misses one, makes the next one, and the Utes come back down with the ball. You know, it's just been a good, solid game both ends. Nothing less than you'd expect from a rivalry game.
Nope.
And here Hayden goes, little spin move, and he gets that second look at the basket, and just a bit short. And I think it's good for him to get shooting, you know, get a feel for what he's missed out on and get an understanding of what to do to make basket. And here we go with Ty. Makes that three-pointer to take the lead by 2. Bringing the house down.
Bringing it down. The crowd, they're going crazy, but it's going to be a good game all the way through the night.
It is. You know, it's fun to see, and you know, I'm a little partial on one side, and you're a little partial on the other, but it's just fun to see good basketball like that.
It is. It's good to have that competitive edge.
Absolutely. You know, now the Utes kind of back on their heels a little, and Coach Moss's game plan is there.
Goes up. That's Ty Winterton with a good
taking it to the hole. Big 5 points in a row for him. Forces Coach Mansfield to get a timeout. And looks like they're going to take a short 30-second timeout. So we'll just stay here and hear another word from one of our sponsors today. Strata Networks is proud to be a partner with VTV to provide live coverage of high school sports. Strata is the leading telecommunication provider in the Uintah Basin, providing advanced wireless, broadband, and video services. The live stream of tonight's game can be found on Strata.tv, powered by Strata Networks.
You know, they do a great job. They really do.
You know, and you've mentioned that a few times. It's really fun as a former player to go back and have a game that you can watch. And this level of coverage and the replays, and you get to see yourself in slow motion, and you know, isn't that fun?
It is. It really is. It's fun to play and know that you're on TV in a way.
Absolutely. You know, when I was a kid, we had cassette tapes.
Kick it to the big three man.
Brings him right back in it. That's 3 for him.
I love that penetration and the kick.
Yeah, that's when you score from the outside, inside out.
Horricks up and in.
No, and that's a good finish as well. Just back and forth, back and forth. Jury's not going to stop. That's going forward all the way. Boy, and that was tight. I love that he went and got the contact. You know, he goes into it and he makes the ref make a decision. And, you know,
I think it was the right decision. He wasn't quite set. If he would have just turned, got there and set his feet.
We're going to see right here on the L&L Motor replay, and he didn't. You had that right. So good call, ref. Good call, Braxton. And way to take that to the whole jury for a tie-in game free throw, and the game's tied.
You know, it's hard for the referees right there, one way or another.
Yep, it is. That, you know, you got to make that decision, and the Utes, you know, they make that basket, and they set their press up. And breaking it from the middle is how to do that, but, you know, good pressure.
They were going for an oop, I think, right there.
You know, that looked bad, but, you know, they just weren't on the same page again. I like the effort. I'm sure Coach Mansfield's, you know, furious with that. He thinks John should just put that up. But the young kid's got to learn a little bit what works, what doesn't. And when you got a player as hot as Jordan, I like feeding him. You know, that would have shut the crowd up quite a bit if he dumped that ball.
I was going to say, it would have changed the tempo of the game.
And, you know, the Utes are just after it. And looks like Austin, you know, he gets down in there and misses his shot, but he goes after it. And, you know, he and Jury battled for that. And Jury's a lot smaller, but he's got a pretty good body. Yes. So the crowd's relaxed a little. Everyone's just trying to take a breath. It's a nonstop action. Shirtlift, he looks to shoot it and goes, whoops, better not. Austin's a little bigger than I thought. And there's John Parker, and he has pretty good stroke. That's one of the reasons he plays as much as he does as a freshman. He can make baskets.
Nice little spin move. This pressure's really been eating them up. But if they'll feed the middle like that and be controlled during this, if they'll just stay controlled, they'll be able to break it down.
Yeah, if Austin Stewart knows that pressure's coming and that he's going to get bumped and he just needs to handle it, he'll be just fine. And, you know, Jury, he doesn't ever stop. That's just how he plays. Smash mouth football, smash mouth basketball, and smash mouth soccer.
Hey.
He's a great athlete, one of the best athletes at the high school this year.
You know, a lot of these kids in the Basin, they're 3-sports athletes. You know, I was one, and you were one. There's a lot of them, and that's really cool and athletic.
It is. It's kind of unique nowadays. You know, in the cities, they are starting to specialize and play year round. And out here, you know, we just don't have enough kids at the 3A level to do that. We've got to all share our athletes and play together. And you know, looks like that making that free throw ties the game up. And what a game! Keep it up.
The big guy can shoot. A quick shot.
Good. It's a good rebound, Brady. You know, and they want a kick or they want a foul, but you know, that's a pretty good no call.
Yep.
You know, Austin lowers his shoulder, and the Ute crowd goes nuts. And
see on the highlight right here that
he does. You know, he just shirtlift just kind of sets back and sets his feet and puts his hands up, and that gives 2 to Stewart. You know, and coach doesn't get him right out. That's interesting how Coach Moss does that. Oh, he does. He's got someone on the bench ready to go in. So you know, I go right at him if I'm a player. look for him to just take it down low and look to score on him right away. You know, that was the freshman against the freshman.
Yep. Union going hard back down. Brady.
And Jordan gets a foul, reaching in on that. Gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
You know, I don't know. I think Brelka maybe little bailed him out a little bit right there. It was a good shot, little rush, but tough defense. We'll see if Brady can knock 2 down. You know, I've been able to actually go and play with Brady quite a bit, and this is something he practiced over and over and over. He knows how important free throws are.
Shoots a lot of them, does he?
He does.
That first one's so important right there to get the 1-and-1, get that second option, get a bonus free throw. They used to call it the bonus, you know, now it's just the 1-and-1.
1-and-1. You know, free throws are the most important thing in the game, especially close games right here.
You know, I don't know if you saw that, but Austin Stewart was trying to cool his hand off. You know, he's just going. He's blowing on his hand. Just going hard, hard, hard tonight. Everybody. Breakneck pace here. And Brady McNamara sees an opening, goes to the hole, and he draws that foul with a little bit of a late call. I think the ref was looking, you know, if that goes in, maybe he doesn't call it. If it does, you know, which is not really how he's supposed to do that. But I like that in a rivalry game. Don't give Ty Winterton, you know, an important player, a foul if he makes the basket, unless it's just blatant, you know. And that was close, and he probably did foul by the end.
I agree with that. I agree with that call.
That's a player standpoint.
Yeah,
both of us, you know. All right, so we're tied here. You know, our game tonight's brought to you by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum may have a new name, but we're still the same great company you can rely on. You know, check them out over in Naples. They got the new DEF pump. You know, it's really convenient over there in Naples with the card lock. Stop over there, try it out. It's really convenient. Try the new pump.
So Uintah goes up by 1, 22, Union 21. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
And they've got this slow down. Ooh, and they gets a touch. John Parker gets a touch, but Brady handles the pressure.
Now they just need to get the ball out and play their offense and do their thing and get their good shot selection.
It's so hard after you run through the pressure to slow it down and get a good shot. You know, you tend to rush it.
Yep, you do.
And they didn't there. You know, they hurried it, but they didn't rush it. And there's a hurried basket from Jordan. You know, that's the 4th one. He's just on fire. Keep feeding the beast if you're Uintah.
He's fun to watch. He's so calm and collected. He comes down in stride, hits that shot. That's hard to do.
Absolutely, with that much confidence. And there's another one come right back at you to match it, and he misses it. Hayden with the push, rebounding a big push, and then he slows it up. Sees what he's got. And then he takes a 3-pointer, and he gets nothing. And the crowd is going to give it to him.
Hey, just a little heat check, that's all.
Just a little heat check, you know, and Hayden, you know, he needs to get those shots in early in this game because the shots that he's going to make are going to be most important late in the game. You know that as well as anybody. And, you know, he's got to get a few off so that he can be ready for those.
Yep. Kick to Nilsson.
You know, and I'm trying to make him feel better when he rewatches it, but that was an air ball.
Hey, I've had plenty of those.
I'll tell you a funny story in a minute.
Swinging around up top, trying to get something working. You see Weston Horrocks trying to flash that middle.
And that's Hankey with the ball up top to Brady, and they're just pushing the ball quick, you know, moving it around. And they've got Jath in there, Mansfield, so there's 2 Mansfields, 1 on each team. I've seen them both play a fair bit. Looked like he traveled there. The fans wanted it, but they get a rebound and a quick foul. Is that on Horrocks?
I think it is. I think that's good going.
You know, that's always tough. Horrocks gets an elbow and gets foul called on him. Jordan.
Well, it wasn't a good guy to foul, that's for sure.
No, Jordan's pretty solid tonight. He's on fire, you know. So he's gonna look to make these.
You know, Weston Horrocks on that. He's one of the harder workers I've seen play. He works hard on the defense, on offense. He brings it every time.
It shows on the floor. Looks like Coach Mansfield took out Hayden Bunderson and put in Ewell. Ewell, you know, he does a pretty dang good job in there, and he's also had an ankle injury early in the year. But, you know, when you see that hair, it just looks like he's going to flow through the wind with it, and he kind of does.
Aerodynamic, man.
Absolutely. Jordan missed the second one, and Ty with the rebound. Utes pull back their pressure and just look to play defense on the half.
I think that's smart as a coach to switch your defense up. It kind of helps. Now Union needs to adjust their offense to it.
You know, and one thing they're doing different than when you played is they're switching everything. That's a great rebound. Good effort, Hanky.
Good effort.
You know, the Utes are switching everything. So when they're man-to-man, it kind of feels like a zone, and you're not sure what's going on until you kind of figure that out for a while. So it'll be interesting to see how they adjust to that at halftime.
Yeah.
Ewell with the bell high dribble, bringing it down. Big Red out top. And there's Cushing again, and he just looks to go in. Boy, he wanted that.
I don't know if I'm just being biased. The Union, that looked like, we'll see, I guess, right here. Jaff slides over.
You know, he was set, but his body was going up. So as a ref, you know, if he's not watching his feet, it sure looks like he's not really set.
I agree. You know, and Jaff he's only a sophomore. Getting in there, he'll learn to place his body hopefully a little better though.
Absolutely, you know, and that's a little scary, having Jordan Cushing come flying at you. You know, I don't know if you weren't here last year. The Utes ran a play, and they did a big alley-oop dunk in this game last year for Jordan. And it brought the house down. You know, it was fun for everybody to see. So look for that in the second half as well.
If it was me down there, he would have went right over me.
No, the Union Cougars are pretty big this year. That's a big lineup out there. Nobody really little. And a little stick in there. Two little guys on tie, and he dribbles through all of them.
I think that's kind of the same call that happened down here. He's waiting to see if it went in or not.
Absolutely, and that was Trevor Allred. You know, he's a junior.
Look at the pass by Kyle Hankey. That was a great penetration.
Great pass. Look to get a finish there next time, you know.
You know, my dad, he always said that a nice pass is just as nice as a nice basket, you know.
You know it is. And your dad told you that because it's the right thing to do. My dad told me that because I couldn't shoot.
I think my dad just tried telling me that not to make me feel bad.
Well, all right, so he misses the first one. He bangs one off the back and shirt lift. You know, he's a good rebounder. Young junior. Look to get a lot of rebounds for him. Ooh, and
he's wanting it out there again.
He is. He just wants the ball every time. That's a good effort. Oh, and you know, Shirtliff's not missing that very often. So he puts the Utes up by 9. You know, the Union Cougars withstood them, came back. It was 9-0 to start the game. Now they've got to withstand them again come the second half. With 31 seconds left in the game, 29-27. And they're going to hold it for the last shot.
Get the last shot in.
You know, and if I'm up 9, I'm content to let him. But, you know, they're going to get too content, and then Brady will make a basket here. Or Ty will shoot a 3 and knock it in. I'm sure they have a play that they work on with 10 seconds left, and here it goes. See what there you go. Go get Brady in the corner. Nope. And it's just about hit it. And Cushing looks to throw it, and it's close. Very close. You know, that's a great half of basketball. It didn't end as close as it really was. I think Jordan Cushing's three-point flurry makes a big, huge difference. You know, that's a great fun to watch a kid play that well and be that hot. He doesn't want halftime to be here.
No. You know, get in there and you kind of cool off. I know what that's like as a player. You know, you first half you come out and you're hot, you're hitting things, you go in the locker room, you kind of cool off. So hopefully he comes back out, and I'm pretty sure he will. He's an athletic kid. He'll come out and knock him down again.
Absolutely. If he comes out the second half and knocks one down, look for him to really go off. Hey, let's take a minute and go hear a word from some of our sponsors, and looks like we might have an interview here at halftime.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be, because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Almost everyone suffers a broken bone or fracture at one time during their life. Taking care of your fracture will ensure that it heals quickly and without any long-term effects. Follow your physician's instructions carefully. Take time off your usual activities and give the bone time to heal. Don't delay treatment. Some fractures are subtle and can only be seen on an X-ray or CT scan. For more information on fracture care, visit our website at www.ashleyregional.com.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
Hey Uintah Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
Do you have a lot on your mind? Things like life, home, or auto insurance? Investments? Rollovers? Financial planning? How about health insurance? Employee benefits or retirement? Take control of your health and financial future. Go see your hometown experts at the Advisor Group. Call 435-789-9151.
Welcome back to Union High School. We're watching the Union Cougars and the Uintah Utes playing in a great basketball game. What did you think about that first half, Braxton?
That first half was really fun to watch. You know, it's these two good teams are playing against each other. Man, it's competitive, great defense, some great shots. Man, some great athletes.
You know, they've played with each other, against each other for, you know, whatever, 10, 15 years. You know, they've played since they were little against each other. It's the best opportunity they have to come over and play one another, and, you know, they really know what each other has and what they're doing, and it's a battle year in and year out, and there's never a dull moment with this type of a game.
There really is, you know, especially this rivalry. It doesn't matter, I keep saying this, but it doesn't matter what your record is or not. This rivalry brings something else, and you can see it between these two teams.
Absolutely. We've got a few highlights from the first half we're going to go ahead and take a look at. You know, we got a flurry of this in the highlights. That's Jordan with a three-pointer, and then he comes right back with a really deep one. Boom, and knocks that one down. And then a little and one, gets fouled and still makes it. You know, you thought maybe he was going to dunk that. And then Nelson just holds off Bettis for a nice layup and one. And then he comes around again.
Nice little spin move there.
Absolutely, in the lane there. And then Austin with a nice finish over the top of Mansfield. And then Winterton with his three-pointer. And then Cushing again, knocks one down, just leans back, I got this. And then number 20, is that?
That's Horrocks.
Horrocks. And then, again, Jordan. So that was 4 from Jordan on the L&L replay. Looks like we've got Coach Ross up here. He might be able to sit down with us, and we maybe can have a little interview here.
Here, I'll step off the seat. Right here, Coach.
You know, it might work really well if he sits right here, and maybe you give him your headset.
That works perfect.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up. You know, we're going to be here on the TV, so you can go ahead and look there and see it. And what'd you think of that first half?
Well, it was a couple of streaks, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
We went on one, we went on one, and then they just finished with one. So.
Absolutely, and you know, we said that at the beginning of the game. 9-0, you know Union's coming back, especially in this game. Yeah. Mostly in any prep game, but definitely in this game.
I was excited to see that, you know. The two schools are, you know, good rivals, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't come without, you know, a fight. So.
Absolutely. So, when I was coaching, you were coaching. Do you miss that?
That's right. Yeah, you know, sometimes I do. How about you?
Well, I really do miss it. You know, I do coach soccer now, so I stay busy with coaching, and I'm enjoying this TV gig and a little radio once in a while. So I'm sure you're enjoying the administrative side of it.
I get to be a part of the teams, and you associate with those kids. So it's been a great thing.
Speaking of the kids, I see Coach, he wasn't going to start Brady, and he did. Brady had a little trouble getting off, and maybe that's why he doesn't start him. He's a better sixth man than a starter, maybe.
Well, he's definitely a spark coming off the bench, that's for sure.
He is.
But sometimes, we get a slow start, and maybe practice times.
Absolutely. We hear the crowd going nuts for the cheerleaders, getting excited for the second half. What do you look for?
Well, Uintah's so quick. Almost every one of their kids is a quick threat to the basket on the dribble, and so if we can continue to keep, in between our man and the basket, I think that's good on defense. I like what we're getting with our big guy, Austin Stewart, down low.
Absolutely, and I think if you guys hit your three-point shots, that's going to make a big difference for Union too.
Yeah.
They missed a few, and Jordan hit a few, and that's tough to beat. He got 4 of them that first half.
Oh, he's so long and tough to defend. Clear. He's out 3 or 4 feet past the three-point line too. He's a great player.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming up. Thanks for talking to us, and we'll talk to you after the game maybe.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take it back to you guys. Hear a few more words from our sponsors.
My name is Danelle Thacker, and I'm from Bluebell, Utah. A company like Strata Networks means so much for a community like ours. I think it brings us all together as a closer community, and they've also helped me with so many things in my life. I love the fact that I have 4G on my phone, and when I'm going away on my sports trips and I know I have college deadlines, I can just pull out my phone and submit my homework online because it's reliable. I've never had a problem. This scholarship means so much to me. It shows that what I was able to achieve in high school actually does matter, and it can help me achieve my goals. I've always had a goal of becoming independent in college and being able to pay for that myself, and that really helps me achieve that goal. I was so thrilled to hear that I got this scholarship. I was actually at a track meet when I got the phone call from my dad, and he told me I had a letter from Strata, and I couldn't wait till I got home, so I had him open it for me, and he read it to me over the phone. And when he told me, I was jumping up and down. I was so excited, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy, but I didn't care because I knew I'd achieved my dream.
High school basketball coverage in high definition, live on VTV6. Live coverage from VTV, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Strata Networks, The Advisor Group, Pilot Logistics, and Moon Lake Electric. VTV, your life in HD.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Welcome back to Union High School, home of the Cougars. We're about to watch a fan take a $1,000 half-court shot. We were just talking about that. Braxton wants to take this next time. I think you need to donate $10 to the team to get a chance here. But here we go, and he's short.
Short. Story of my life.
Not to really dog on Hayden, but kind of short like Hayden was in that first half. I really appreciate the athleticism of Hayden Bunderson. So, hopefully he lets me rib him a little bit for that, and look for him to do a lot better this second half and be something that was maybe more of a challenge that coach didn't talk about at halftime.
Hey, knowing his last name and being able to play against some brothers and stuff, he'll come back. He's a good athlete.
He will. So, the fans are nuts right now and excited for the second half. Look to see more of the same. A lot of pressure from Uintah and a lot of just taking it down into them from the Cougars.
Yep. I'd like to see the Cougars, have a little more even offensive threat and really attack the basket a little bit more.
Maybe even a little quicker. Once they break the press, maybe go make a few layups and force them to get rid of the press. That's what I would try to do if I was coaching. And, if it doesn't work out, you lose points and shame on me for being the coach, and so that's why maybe it's a little challenging on how to do that. Get down there, set up, settle down, get good shots, and make those shots, and you'll be right back in the game.
Exactly. I think, too, on the defense, if they'll box out, it's going to give the Uintah not a chance to really set up in that press. Of course, though, Uintah having that strong D the whole time, either miss or make, their defense is pretty solid.
Absolutely. Well, the players are looking to get warmed up. We're going to just go ahead and look at our schedule here. It's coming up the next few games. Looks like our next game is going to be, I believe it's Friday, yes, Taviona and Duchesne, and then Park City at Uintah. And you can see the list there. Our next game rivalry is going to be February 6th. You going to come over there with us?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't miss it. I love them.
Absolutely. You know, it's been fun to work this with you, you know, the last couple games, and it's fun to see you back from a mission.
It's good to be back. You know, you never know how much you miss the Basin until you leave it.
Absolutely. Basin's good. Let's take a break for a minute and come back after the band.
Live coverage from VTV, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Strata Networks, The Advisor Group, Pilot Logistics, and Moon Lake Electric. VTV, your life in HD.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the Basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
It's great to be back and getting ready to start the second half. That quiets the band down, and you know, we can think a little bit without them beating on the drum. Looks like the Utes are going to start with the ball, and here we go. Let's get ready. See how the Cougars come out and see if they can make a little run to start the second half. Obviously, the Ute fans don't want that, but the Cougar fans would love it.
Union 21, Uintah 30.
You know, Max has just really worked on that soft touch, and I knew it was going to be a battle between him and Austin.
It's a good matchup.
It is. It's a great matchup. You know, neither of them have really gone off like they normally do, and so they've done well defensively. Look to see who gets on the offensive side.
There's Weston Horrocks again with a little jib, a little jab, and a little layup.
Try to start that run.
Now Uintah back down.
Brady yo-yoing the ball and goes out to Max. You know, they work the ball outside and they try to get inside. And a little penetration here and there. Jury, he doesn't stop. You know, he just penetrates. And, you know, get out of his way or he's going to make the ref make a call.
Yep.
Looks like he earns the foul there. And is that going to be on Weston Horrocks? Yeah, Weston steps over and tries to get that foul. Just a little late.
A little late, I think a little far under the basket.
You know, he's in that NBA, you know, not going to get that call area. But the refs bailed Jury out a little bit. You know, he's a little out of control there, but you know that's how he plays. And he steals the ball and he makes baskets and he misses baskets and he turns it over. All the same, 100%, never stops.
Consistent though.
He does. I just love his play. He's always going.
Oof,
you know, and he misses that one, but.
Comes Union pushing the ball down. Kick top to Brady to Horrocks over to Hankey.
Looks like they're going to play a little zone for a minute to start the second half. Maybe it's a first possession thing. I'm not sure. Often I see that from coaches. Yep. Just give a different look to confuse the kids coming out. Coach told them to do something. It's harder to do. You know, that was a great battle back there. I'm not sure who they got.
I don't know what the call is.
Well, there was a battle down underneath for position, and I don't know if it went on Jordan right here. You'll see it right here. Jordan pushing and pushing, and is that Hankey?
That was on Weston Horrocks.
Horrocks, sorry. I keep getting Horrocks and Hankey mixed up. Horrocks is just, you know, he's got that elbow out, and it's a good battle.
Who up top?
You know, and Austin earns that. It's a great play. You know, a lot of teams have gone to that. The quick throw to the big man, and Mason Harris thinks he's got it covered, but you know he's just a little. He's in that restricted zone again. Yep. So.
No, I think if the Union will keep feeding him down low right there, it's a good play. It's good to get it inside right there too.
You know, and the Utes have some big men in there, and get him in foul trouble, get him nervous about their play, and keep going to Austin.
Yep.
But he's got to make his free throws. Free throws are going to be important in this game. And he knows that. So, he's feeling that pressure. And as a young player, that's always an interesting thing. You got those nights you make them and those you don't.
Second one good, 24-31.
Looks like a pretty good pressure defense and great defense by Horrocks. He's a good three-sport athlete. I don't know what his third sport is. I know he played football. Do you know?
Baseball.
Baseball. Baseball's a sport?
I know. I did play it, I'll have to admit. Ooh, good little dunk pass.
Great find, a great defense, and Brady McNamara always coming up with the ball. Well done.
He's having a good game tonight.
He always has that pretty steady. He doesn't score a million points, but he does those extra things, and it just makes it hard on teams.
Every person has a role on the team. Ooh, a little foul right there by Weston.
Max goes right at him, and Weston doesn't like the call, but it is a foul, and it stops the penetration, and that's that battle we talked about. We'll see who wins it.
I think it's going to come down to turnovers, honestly, tonight.
Sure. Jory just slinging that one up there, and it's close. It almost goes in. That's
timeout. Coach Moss.
The assistant coach gets up right in the face of the ref over there, and lets him have it. Looks like they're going to stay here. A little 30-second timeout. Our game tonight's brought to you by Ashley Regional. Ashley Regional, where you can receive quality orthopedic services. Visit www.ashleyregional.com, where you can find healthy recipes, information on medications that you might be taking, look up diseases and find out symptoms and treatments, and even watch videos of surgical procedures. I notice a lot of parents, with the age of the internet, knowledge is a little obsolete. So you can diagnose your kid and take him to the doctor and get a little further along the process and maybe know whether you should or shouldn't. Great website for our mothers especially to see how their kids are doing. There's a look at Coach Mansfield. He's getting gray. Been doing this a long time. And, I sure appreciate how much he cares about the kids and the efforts he puts into this. He's tireless, whether he's on a winning season or not, and this is an important game. Keep them up above 500 and important for Union to kind of get back on their winning ways.
Yep. This is a big game, it's a kind of a tone setter. Hankey.
That's Hankey. Nice finish.
That's a 16-foot jumper.
It went inside out, and that's what you need, a little inside out.
Yep.
I'm sure Hayden was sitting on the bench saying, Coach, you got to put me in. I need to be part of this. And we said, let's see if Jordan makes his first one. And, he made it count. Got it going to the hole. Doesn't get a charge and makes his basket. And look to see him work hard this second half as well.
Yep.
Brady McNamara with a nice finish.
That was a hard foul on Hankey right there.
It needed to be, He's not going to let him have it easy. Absolutely, no layups in our gym, he says.
Yep.
Go earn them at the line, We gave you an easy one last trip.
Right, is that how it says, no blood, no foul?
Absolutely. That was how it was, isn't it? Is that Hankey? It's a good foul, because that's an absolute basket. Make him earn these. Jordan wants to earn them at the line, too. A little rest here from the run. And he's feeling his shot. He's not going to miss very many tonight.
Do we know anything about Jordan? Does he have any offers? Is he being looked at?
I don't know if he is. I coached his brother, and you probably played against Matt Cushing, a little older. Maybe somewhere in there you guys were similar in age. Maybe he's a little younger, but I don't know. I know he plays soccer for me in the next season, so as soon as this one's over, he goes to the next. There he goes missing it when I jinxed him. So.
Well, he's sure athletic enough he could go somewhere and play.
He really could, and I don't know if he has aspirations, but he should go give it a shot. I'm sure a college, especially a 2-year college, they're going to take a kid like that and just love to have him, and it's such a fun experience similar to high school, and you get a good education for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So. That's the freshman, Gilman. I think Jordan was dunking that. I think that's probably an important foul. Horrocks isn't going to let him. Yeah, he was going to dunk it.
Yep.
You can see by the look on his face. Licking his lips here, and he goes up. Yep. And no, you're not in my house, he says.
You know, that was a good foul, honestly, because that would have changed the tempo. A dunk like that. And I don't know if you've seen it too, but between Brady and Jordy right there after done, Brady gave him a little smack in the bum, Jordan back to him. It's cool to see that, you know that.
Yeah, little hey, I know you ain't going to let me dunk easy, but I'm trying to get one a little later.
Exactly. Between the two rivals, I remember that with me and some of the guys, we're still good buddies.
Absolutely. You know, and Weston with 3 fouls has to go sit down for a little while. That's tough on him, and Jordan makes them both. You know, but those 2 points versus a dunk.
Jordan comes out and the freshman in, right?
Yep, give him a little rest, and the freshman is John Parker. You know, they're going to run this little 2-2-1 trap, try to get a little slow down, make it hard on him, and they're going to press right there. Oh, and he was nervous. That was Hanky, nervous because he had 1 foot on one side and 1 on the other, which is a hard call. But you have to establish all 3, the ball and both feet. And he knew that, so he wasn't too nervous. But you're always a little nervous when you're around that line like that.
Yep.
You know, coach isn't going to be happy. And there's a good finish.
Good little move by Ty Winterton. Little pump fake, crossover, and jump shot.
Here's that look in the middle. You know, Max, I see him seeing the freshman looking to get in there, licking his chops. And there's Jury again. How many's that? You know, we've seen 3 or 4 times. You just go into the hole. You know, maybe he's going to make the basket, maybe he's not. But, you know, it's nice to see it on L&L. He might make that one if Ty doesn't foul him. So maybe it's a good foul. Nothing easy in this gym again.
These L&L slow motion highlights, they're awesome, aren't they?
They're the best. You know, L&L Motors. Our game is also brought to you by the Advisor Group. Financial planning, benefits packages, insurance or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet all of your needs. We are the firm of firms. You know, go see them down there. They got insurance, they got life insurance, they got car insurance, they got all kinds of financial planning. Great company.
Boom, knocks them down.
Let them know we sent you.
Here we go, a little pressure up top, just half-court pressure it looks like from the Utes.
It's kind of a 3-quarter, just slow you down. It's not really trapping, and it, you know, it's kind of worked out for them this year. You know, they usually don't have a whole lot of that, but they're very athletic this year, so they got some more speed and ability to do that. It just gets in your face. You know, you can't quite set up like you want to.
Nope. Let's see how they adjust to it, and if Coach Moss puts a little play to it. Swinging up top.
That was Trevor Allred. You know, he's getting some good minutes here that matter right now, and it'll only be important to some of these kids that don't always play as many minutes to really get off, but that's the important one.
You know, you'd like to see that. I wish I could see a little bit more of that of Brady, penetrating and going strong to the basket, as you can see on this replay.
You know, and the foul is on John Parker there on the jump. So it absolutely should be a 2-and-1, and you know he's going to make them pay, and you know he's going to get all 3 points. So there you go. It's a back and forth battle now. They're hanging around that 9-point mark, 8-point mark, and it just doesn't stop.
Nice back cut.
That's that back door we're looking for, and Hanky, he's mad at himself, you know, because it's probably going to be his 3rd one, and he's going to have to go take a sit for a minute.
He knew he got beat on that one.
Yeah, he's like, oh, whoops. But again, it's not going to give up a layup. Somewhere in there, they have that attitude. And you're going to get that from a Basin team, both ways.
Yep.
This is important for Hayden to get a few shots, get a feel for it, get a rhythm going. And again, watch for him to make an important basket at the end or late in the game.
No, he is. He's probably one of the kids, just like his brother, you know, when Ty comes in the spot, when it's a tight spot, put the ball in his hands. He'll do something with it.
Yeah, he really will. He's really improved on his shooting this year, too. You know, and he misses that one, but he goes and he gets that rebound and finds John Parker, who's a little timid to take it to the hole right there. You know, I think he needs to just shoot that one. We had one on the other end earlier in the game, first half, where he probably should have shot it, and he tried to alley-oop it to Jordan. You know, good for him to try to fit in with the seniors.
Just unselfish, that's all he is.
Yeah, and he needs to be. You know, when he plays with freshmen, they just rely on him a lot, so obviously.
There'll be a big role to their upcoming years.
Yeah, they got a pretty good group that age, so.
Good D.
Max is going to shoot this, and that's what he worked on. You know, that's his specialty. That turnaround jumper with touch. Tough to stop a 6'4" kid that can just turn around and elevate on you, even if you're 6'4".
Yep.
Tough to stop Brady.
You know, he's not very strong, but he does. He's very smooth with the ball, and he attacks the rim very well.
He does, and he just seems to make them. However he does it, he gets around the rim, and he makes it.
Nice.
You know, Jury Bettis, that's going to be his 3rd or 4th as well. And you know, he's just all go, and that is his 4th foul.
You know, if I was Brady, I'd go at him. He's a big kid. I'd keep going at him.
I would too. You know, I see Coach Mansfield over there. Looks like he's going to put in the Yule kid, and that'll happen here. So good for Jury to put the effort in and look for him in the 4th quarter. You know, I'm sure Logan's excited to get a few minutes here and you know, show what he can do. I know he played one game early in the year where he got 9 points, and then he got hurt after that. Brady's going to make this second one. That's what, 5 points in a row for him.
Yep.
So he is the thing that holds this team together. Looks like as we get tighter and tighter, they're going to keep going to him more and more. Brady McNamara backing up, little post move. Finishes it off. That's just fun to see from a guy my size. And
our size, huh?
You're a little shorter than me.
Chance Ross with 3. It's good to see his
chance. See, and that's what I mean by John Parker just needs to shoot that, because he did have another pass there. I don't know if everyone saw that, but he did have someone go in the other lane, fill in the lane, and boy,
Brady kind of wanted
good
to foul.
Second effort on Brady McNamara against Brady Nelson. You know, Brady's looking to score there, and a little frustrated with that one probably. You know, maybe got hit on the arm a little bit after, but it was a pretty good block.
Yep, the refs did a good job on that one.
Nice attack.
Goes again.
John Parker, you know, his first game as a starter, he scored 19 points. So, you know, the kid can score. Came back the next night with 1 point, so it's a little inconsistent. And look to dunk. Look for this dunk now. Nope, didn't quite get a handle on it. And Union's not going to let him do it.
No.
And they remember last year, I think.
Yep.
Although Coach Moss wasn't here, but the kids were. Okay, game's kind of getting a little out of control for Union. They gotta do something here to make a good basket. Take one going to the hole.
Hollinger, good take.
That's what they needed. Utes looking to pour on the pressure. They're just pushing it up the floor and going right hard to the basket as well. And Hayden with the big basket.
A little whoop, whoop, and in.
Yeah, you know, he misses that, and Union goes the other end. It really swelters the run, but, you know, that just basket for basket there. A couple of good shots. Ooh. And Jordan, you don't see that on the TV, but you could just see him jogging down to the other end going, that was my dunk, everybody.
Licking his lips and wanting it.
You know, and as much as the Union students don't want to see him dunk against their team, it is fun to see anybody dunk.
Yep.
The Juan Diego kid dunked twice on the Utes a couple weeks ago, and then, you know, we saw Jordan in the highlight earlier where he got a dunk, and you know, it's fun to see a dunk no matter who does it at this level.
It is fun. You know, that's something I've always wanted to do, but it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, they don't allow you to jump off another player.
They don't. Swing over to Horrocks and then to Winterton. No, they move the ball well.
We kind of just hopped over there. You know, they might have got him for a travel, but he's kind of just athletic enough that they don't call that.
Yep. Oof. Winterton is taking a look at the basket. Ooh, almost a.
And that's that battle down there. Austin getting a much-needed basket. Keep the game within reach.
No, they were very patient right there and got a good shot.
They did. Look to go to Mansfield down here. You know, get him on the block down there and the battle between the two. That's a good battle. Brady's just frustrated. You know, he's just about got it. And Jordan smiles because, you know, he got the call. And it was pretty close both ways. Jordan's going to go shoot a few more free throws. And, you know, I'm not sure how many points he has, but he's definitely pushing that 20 mark.
Yep. He's having a good game between that fight between him and Brady and then the fight down low. It's a good matchup. It's really fun to watch.
It is. It's a fun game. So there's the crew over there, the Uintah fans. They're not showing that front row, but there they show it. The kid in the middle with the big U on there. That's my son, Cairo.
Oh, all right.
He played until this year, and then he decided to go be part of the crew and be a fan. And he's having a blast doing that. It is. It is. Oh, and Jordan misses the front end of that, or just hits the front end of that rim, and Ty hauls down the ball, getting a little tongue-tied, trying to say Ty.
They slow it down up top. Oof, oof.
And Jordan wants it. Oh, he so wanted that, didn't he? You can just see him.
He is one. Hey, that was great pressure, Great defensive pressure.
And I don't mean to be too much of a homer. I called Brian a homer at the girls' game, and I want to see a dunk, but who doesn't, right?
Maybe a little bit. That was a good no call right at the buzzer.
But I hate that. If a kid gets hit, call the foul.
Yep.
It's a foul, but maybe he's figuring the buzzer went, and it's a foul after the buzzer. It's hard to see on the replay, but he didn't get his foul as bad as it looked.
Nope.
Good acting on Brady's part, trying to get that call, and good on the ref. That little touch on the elbow is probably not worth the foul at that point of the game.
That's something Brady does do good. He shifts the ball around. He's able to he's a smooth player.
He is. Well, let's take a quarter break here and come back in a minute.
Do you surf the net every time you shop? Well, forget the hard drive and make the short drive down to L&L. We have the best selection in the basin. At L&L, we're making the car buying experience all that it can be, because we're not here just to sell you a car. We're here to build a long, happy relationship. L&L Motor, people you know, people who care.
Welcome back to Union High School, where the battle in the basin is going on, the basketball battle. Union Cougars going to start with the ball, and we're back here with fourth quarter action.
Man, it's fun. The fourth quarter, this is where it's all at.
It is. The game's almost out of hand. 15 points is a tough deficit. So this will be an important minute for both teams, and he carries the ball. You can see that right plain as day, right in front of the ref's face there. And again, this is an important minute right here to start the fourth quarter for both teams. One to hold the lead and one to cut into the lead.
Brady for three. Oof. With his follow-up rebound. Nice job.
Just what he needed after the miss.
Yep.
And Hayden trying to make something happen there, knowing this is an important minute. Putting the onus on his own shoulders.
Let down low.
That's the right place to go, and just a bad luck for Austin, and a good touch for Max. He works hard to get in the right place. Great shot fake, and Jordan's going to earn that teardrop layup with that shot fake after you make 4 in the first half. Braxton, I don't know if you ever had a big game where you made 6 or 7 3-pointers.
I did one time down in Carbon.
That's a great finish by Austin there. The reason I bring up the 3-pointers is it's hard. After you score 4, they key in on you.
They do. Well, just like that, when he gave him a little pump fake and he's able to drive it to the hole. Excellent move.
The ball is going everywhere, and Max with it. Max playing the point guard. Get it out to Jordan. Almost loses control. It's hard to get a little handle on this. Ooh. And that's Weston Horrocks and the crowd are both not happy. Crowd's really giving it to the ref there.
It's hard on the ref right there, because if he doesn't call it, then they're not happy because they think he got fouled, and then he calls it. It's hard.
Pretty light call. Looks like he's maybe got his hand out there where we can't see, and the ref sees something different there.
Pretty good.
But Weston's like, wait a minute, I don't understand that one. And he won't when he sees the replay either.
Nope.
And Jordan makes him pay, making his free throw.
I do want to see a dunk, though, tonight.
I do, too. We're hoping for that. But I see Coach take Hayden Bunderson out. He wants to be playing. He wants to be in there. And, first game back, you're up by 15. Keep his limb healthy, his ankle healthy. No use in risking that when you've got the game pretty well in hand.
Yep.
So look for the Union Cougars to make a good run here, though, Braxton.
Yeah, you think about 6 minutes. That's a lot of ball game. 2 minutes is a lot of ball game.
It really is. You know, we're going to hear a word from our sponsor of coverage, Ashley Regional, where you can receive quality orthopedic service. www.ashleyregional.com, where you can find healthy recipes, information on medications that you may be taking. Look up. It's impossible. Ashley Regional. www.ashleyregional.com. If you need a physical therapist, consider Ashley Regional. They have a great physical therapy department, qualified in sports medicine. Important for all these athletes to know about that. Again, Ashley Regional, one of our sponsors.
They are great. Well, the drummers, they wanted to be one of our sponsors, it sounded like. Man.
Absolutely. Oh, my wife told me don't say that. I say absolutely too much, but you're correct. They really do. The drummers, they want to be part of us. And they were that time. A little break there. All right, so Hollinger's holding the ball, kind of directing traffic. Just about got a 5-second call on him. Coach says, no, we're going to come back. Let's take a break right here and hear a word from our sponsors. I can't tell if this is a 30-second looks like.
Yep.
Almost everyone suffers a broken bone or fracture at one time during their life. Taking care of your fracture will ensure that it heals quickly and without any long-term effects. Follow your physician's instructions carefully. Take time off your usual activities and give the bone time to heal. Don't delay treatment. Some fractures are subtle and can only be seen on an X-ray or CT scan. For more information on fracture care, visit our website at www.ashleyregional.com.
Hey Uintah Basin, the DEF pump is now operating at the Pilot Logistics Card Lock in Naples. Come fill your tank at super low prices with the convenience of a pump. Pilot Logistics continues to provide card lock services, bulk fuel, lubes and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. The new DEF pump is at the Naples location. Here at Pilot Logistics, we are still your neighbors working hard to serve you and invite you to call 789-1832 for more information about all of the services offered by Pilot Logistics.
And here we are, back into the action. The Union Cougars with the ball, and not much has calmed down here. Everybody's still pretty dang excited with a pretty large lead by the Utes. The Cougar fans are still heavily into this with hope. That's a great look down low.
By Jaff.
Good rebound for Cushing. You know, that's too bad that doesn't go for Jaff. He needed that one to go for him. The team needed it too. And the Utes, you know, content to take a little time off the clock, wait for a really good one. Max isn't too content. He's going to push his shoulder in. You know, and that's consistency. Early in the game, we saw Austin in the same exact position with the same exact call against Max. So, you know, Max can't complain. He really does. Lower that boom. And that's into Jaff Mansfield. You know, Mansfield against Mansfield right there.
Right there. Jaff did a good job on that. You know, he set his feet and kind of went with it. Did a good job.
He did, and is Jaff sophomore?
He's a sophomore this year.
He's going to be a big presence for the next few years as well.
He will. He's really worked hard on his feet work, and he's going to be a good player. Here we go, Ty Winterton up top. Kicks over Hankey. Get the back screen.
You know, and you see Weston Horrocks just kind of waiting for the play to happen, and it's just not coming his way. They just keep staying on. There it comes to his side. Anxious. You could just see he wanted to go at it. So, you know.
You called that when you seen it coming.
Yeah, you just could see that he wanted to see that. You know, it's oftentimes hard to see that when you're watching the ball, but his off-ball presence was well known by himself anyway, and he showed it with the finish.
Yep.
Kept him right in the game. 13-point game with 5 minutes left. Max with that signature 15-foot corner junction jumper. Nothing but net.
That was money.
Pushes it back up to 15.
You know, them shots are so impressive. I can just jump and release. It's beautiful.
Yeah, he's worked hard on that, you know. Being a little undersized for a post player, he had to work on something to really pull the post out and open down low, and he really has. Well done, Max Mansfield.
You know, good to see on this Union side is they are... Ooh, they're going to travel.
You know, I didn't see the travel. That's a great take. And you get to no man's land, and you got Jordan Cushing on you, who you know is going to block you. They call that traveling because, whether he moved his feet or not, we couldn't see. You get 2 steps, and you've got to go up. You don't get 2 steps and a pivot.
Nope.
So that had to be a shot. He didn't have the pivot left. And there's Ewell with the big, deep one. You know, he needs one of those to go for himself.
He
kind
does.
of a silly shot, maybe. Coach Mansfield, I see him over there looking to pull him out of the
won
game.
it. Ooh, he needs one too.
He does. Hankey's played a great game, battled hard. And those kids deserve to make a basket here and there.
They do.
Well, they want to make every one, but they deserve to make one once in a while.
You know, Kyle, he's actually a really good shot. Being able to play for Coach Hankey. Back in the year we had Kyle, he'd come in and practice with us quite a bit. And he's turned out, it's fun to watch him and see the ball player he is.
Sure. And there you see Coach Mansfield puts Hayden Bunderston back in for Logan Ewell. And just an ill-advised shot, you know, and a kid that comes off the bench, you know, not really allowed to take that shot. Not really not supposed to take it either. But, you know, when you take that shot, Coach, you know, he just wants to win the game. And we've got a good win. Let's take a few seconds off the clock.
Yep. There it is.
You know, and again, he signs it. Just his signature shot. And that's got to be double figures for Max as well. There we go with the great,
Nice
good rebound. Excellent hustle, Weston. Keeps it alive, gets it out to Ty, and Ty, you know, he wants to get a basket here too. You know, he's going to run a little traffic, explain what to do. He's going to look to, I thought he was going to get a better pass than that, look to shoot it.
Yep. You know, they have been patient in their offense. Like Coach said, they were going to work on it, getting their shot selection. I think for the most part they have, but some of them just aren't dropping.
You know, and I think it's a little too patient right now with 3 minutes left. And that's a good look. They're going to make this basket. Ooh, good. Oh, they are going to get it one way or another.
They were going to. They were determined.
But they took, you know, 20 seconds off the clock. And that's just too much with 3 minutes left.
You know, that's where you look for, you know, the ball rotation and that opposite side can penetrate, attack the rim.
Absolutely. You know, let's take a little quick break and come back after this full timeout. I don't know if the guys...
Do you have a lot on your mind? Things like life, home, or auto insurance? Investments? Rollovers? Financial planning? How about health insurance? Employee benefits or retirement? Take control of your health and financial future. Go see your hometown experts at the Advisor Group. Call 435-789-9151.
Live coverage from VTV, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Strata Networks, The Advisor Group, Pilot Logistics, and Moon Lake Electric. VTV, your life in HD.
Welcome back to the finish of this nice basketball game where the Uintah Utes are up by 15 against the Union Cougars. And the Utes look to get the ball in, a little full court pressure, man-to-man with the trap. Ty almost gets that, Braxton.
Yep. Good little pressure right here.
You know, they need to steal the ball, get a quick basket, and get the clock in their favor, and it's just not. 3 minutes it's hard to make up 15, but they're going to put every effort in right now.
Yep. Like you said, they need to see the penetration. Good penetration. Good job of breaking the press. I like to see that in the guard. You know, you break the press by breaking it down and then getting it up the middle.
Yeah, you know, if you get something, you get something. If not, pull it back and look for a good shot. And that's always easier to do when you're up and harder to do when you're down. You know, good for Hayden to get in there and get on the floor. And I don't know if he said it's White's ball or off of White. Looks like it's going to be White ball.
A little wrestling down there.
Absolutely. That was a good battle. All three of them. Hayden and Brady McNamara and Hollinger. You know, it might have been a foul there on Brady as he rides Hollinger to the floor. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think they called a foul. Almost hit Weston in the head there.
It did as he was coming through.
You know, you look for Max and Austin to have a big battle here. And Max is fronting him right now, denying him the ball. Because he knows that's where they should go. They should get it down low, and he's just stepping in front. That's making the difference.
He's got to go get that right there, you know.
Makes you mad as a point guard when he doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But like you say, you got to have that communication.
Absolutely. You know, Uintah's just looking to burn some clock, dribble the ball up high, maybe go, not even to take that open jump shot. And Union's got a foul. You know, the foul's got to be on.
Yep. You can hear the crowd yelling the scoreboard. I always hated that when I was down.
You know, and they wasted a good 30 seconds before they fouled there. And I think they should have just fouled at 30 seconds and have 2 minutes on the clock. Yep. And you know, I don't know if that's the kids or the coach. You know, I don't know if he's giving them a command. When I coached, Scott always had a command that let you know when to foul, and he wanted to control that, because maybe you get a steal early and you get your kids thinking that way. So I'm not sure if Coach Moss wanted that, but I would assume Coach Moss is thinking about what to say after this game at this point.
Yep.
The Utes have it well in hand, and
it is.
You know, it's been a real good game. No anger, no animosity, you know, good respect like we talked about. Brady and Jordan Cushing, you know, getting each other a little pat on the butt after a fierce play. And, you know, look for Coach Mansfield to get some of his starters out and put some kids in that haven't played yet. Looks like he put in Carson Davis for Max. Looks like he's going to put Adam Labram in as well.
Yep. See that here, you know, I'd like to see Union even penetrate. Maybe they're going to work on their stuff. Brady from deep.
And there's Carson Davis. Every time he goes into play, he gets rebounds, and that's just what his signature is. And, you know, as much as you don't want to run up the score, you know, some of those kids that haven't played, you know, they're going to get in there and hold it. And that's probably what they need to do. But I'd like to see a kid get in for that last minute. I think he should shoot the ball.
You know what I'd like to see is Jordan put one down. You know, kind of like you back in the day, putting it down behind the head and,
you know,
the old 360. I know you could dunk it.
You know, maybe one day I could have.
Oh, come on.
But we're not going to see that tonight, I don't believe.
This game has been really fun to watch, though, you know, both teams. It's the rivalry. It's always there. Even if you're not in the same region, it's always there.
No, and next year when Uintah goes up to 4A and the Cougars stay down, I'm sure we'll have this game. We'll have to decide who gets home first and who gets it the year after. But this rivalry will stand the test of time. And Jury misses that. You know, I think he's got a sub on the bench, so he knew to miss that, so he could play a few more minutes, 3 more seconds anyway.
Yeah. Horrocks with the take and one.
Good finish, Horrocks. You know, that's good confidence builder. Build on their next game and the next time these guys meet each other.
Yeah. Finisher strong. You know, I was going to say I was going to have to start auctioneering us to get us a foul.
There you go. Hey, our game's brought to you by Moon Lake Electric, powered by people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not a privately owned company, providing power in the area since 1939. Find and like them on Facebook. Let them know that you're a supporter of their support for these games.
Oof, Brady with the reach.
You know, but if he steals that, it's an easy basket. And, you know,
it's a good foul. It
gives
really
you
is.
hope, maybe. But again, this game's been a 10-point game, and now it's a little bit over that.
Put it kind of on lockdown.
Yeah. Look for Hayden to make this, and then make the next one to come out. You know, if I'm Coach Mansfield, I might even call a timeout there. No point in getting him hurt. He's hoping he'll make it, but
got some confidence there. You know, it's been fun. I know Coach Mansfield pretty well, getting to compete against him. He's a really good guy.
He's a nice guy. Cares about the youth in our communities.
Yep.
And, you know, Hayden, he wants another few seconds. He's a little frustrated, and that's hard to come back, you know, and you have your shot be anything. Boy, they're letting it all go now. You got to be a little careful there. This rivalry game.
Yeah.
And you know, that got the kids frustrated, but they let a few go there for a second. Good battle. Elbows coming up in the face,
you know,
swinging them around.
You have to protect yourself in a way. I mean,
that's what you're coached to do, not necessarily hit a kid with an elbow, but put the ball under your chin and put those out and make them nervous to get you. When you're that tall, I think that's where the problem comes in. You hit someone in the face, and it's no good.
That's 5 on Brady. You know, he's had a really good game.
You know, it's not been his best game. I'm not sure how many points he had. I think, you know, and I I talked to Coach Ross about that at the halftime is, you know, he's been a sixth man, and he didn't start out great, you know, and maybe he just comes off the bench better, and that's why Coach Moss does that. You know, there's kids that are that way. Yep. They just do better off the bench. They do. And Coach Mansfield's going to get a few more younger players in here for a few seconds. And I think they love that. You know, they work hard to be part of the team. And they just want those, you know, even 30 seconds. Yep. You know, and I like that foul just for the fact to get the other subs in.
You know, like you say, it's fun. Even 20 seconds to come in and you get to be in front of the crowd, your school body. It's fun. It's a cool experience.
Absolutely, it is. So I can't see who's over there. Looks like maybe Carter Pope and then Caden Anderson. So neither have seen any time tonight. They'll get a few seconds here. See how they do. Again, I think they should shoot it as soon as they touch it. Get a rebound, put it back in. And their fans are really happy and giving them the cheer, and that just feels good. And you know, I know there's some sad kids over there on the Union side, a little frustrated, but there's next time. They got a game in a week. What is it, February 6th? You know, it'll be back at it.
That's the thing, is how well they can just come back and, you know, that second game play.
That's a good find to Austin there. He needed that to finish the game off.
In and up.
Oh, uh-oh. Who was that? That was Hanky. He went down.
He's had ankle problems before.
You know, that probably hurts, but it hurts a lot worse when you lose to your rival.
Yep.
That 13-point deficit.
There it is. Union 52, Uintah 65.
Absolutely. Fun game. You know, I think we're going to have a few highlights right here. So maybe we'll stick around and watch the highlights and listen to the band. Okay. Jordan early. Ooh. Jordan with an and one early. This is going to be this nice finish from Brady. And another little and one. I don't know if you got the and one, but a little pivot in the lane. Again, and
for the three.
Was that height? Pass from Hanky to Ty.
Another one.
Jordan with number 3.
Good
there we are again. Weston. And there Jordan is with the little error. Jordan. Nice finish, Horrocks. Just throws it up there with patience. Makes that. There's Hanky with a little 16-footer.
He was fun to watch tonight, you know.
Jordan was. He'd be my player of the game if I had to pick one. That's a good finish by Brady. And there's another good finish by the other Brady. Yep. And there's Holliger, my favorite hairdo of the night. And hey, he needed that little teardropper.
I need a little D-wave move, you know.
Absolutely. Brady with the good finish. And there's the great fans. You know, it's a good night. Everybody's been good. No real animosity tonight. It's good to see that. Good finish for Uintah. A little something to work on for Union. Good luck, coaches and players. And we'll see y'all next time. Look for us Friday night. Altamont against Duchesne. Yep. Thanks, Braxton.
Hey, thank you guys.
Live coverage from VTV. Brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center, L&L Motor, Strata Networks, The Advisor Group, Pilot Logistics, and Moon Lake Electric. VTV, your life in HD.